All right, guys, we are back on the lake job. We last left you here on Friday, and I think I mentioned we were supposed to get a little bit of rain on Sunday. A little bit of rain turned into 6 inches. We got a mess. Like I said, guys, they were predicting maybe an inch of rain. It was so dry. We did not do a whole lot of work to prep this stuff for rain. I think that's what you kind of call getting caught with your pants down a little bit. It completely flooded our cut. This was completely full. Today is actually Wednesday, so this is basically 3 days after the rain. We've been up here the last couple of days just trying to get stuff dried out. Got the cut pretty much dried out. As you guys can see, that cut drained out into this cut, which also turned this one into a mess. Fortunately, we did work through that Friday. We got our keyway all filled in, and everything down here on the main part of the dam weathered the storm fairly well. Jerry and Matt have been up here the last couple of days. They both live close. They've been kind of coming up here, doing what they can to kick dirt and mud around so we can get everything dried out. This looks like a little bit of a mess, but our plan of leaving the opening in the topsoil there, thank goodness that worked. We had a little bit of silt washed in right here, which we cannot leave. We got to get that out of there. That's kind of what Jerry's got spread all over the dam up there right now. So the plan here this morning is Jerry's going to hop on the dozer. We're going to take all this stuff and basically just push it up out of the way, let it continue to dry, probably use it in a less crucial area. Matt's going to get Bubba Dump fired up. We're going to try to get our borrow pit up and running again. I think we're going to abandon ship on the bottom part. We got an area over here we can still dirt out of. Allow that bottom to dry so we're not fighting the mud. There's no need to fight the mud unless we absolutely have to. I think the sun's out. There's 3 or 4 good days of weather again. I think once we kind of get rolling and get everything back on track, we'll be all right. But man, moral of the story, don't trust the weatherman. Imagine that. All right, let's do something. I don't know if you guys can see that line right over there. We have like 5 feet of water in our cut. It's still a little bit wet down here, but it's definitely drying out. But we got a bunch of dirt up here on this corner, so that's what Jerry's gonna build us a haul road where we can just kind of back Bubba Dump right down in there, and we're gonna load out up there. Let the sun beat on this for a little bit. There's no need to, you guys can see the sludge. Everybody always asks me, how do these things fill up with water? Rain. If it rains 6 inches of rain, it'll put probably 5 or 6 feet of water in this thing. It don't take long. Usually within a season, they'll be filled up with water. You can see what one rain did to us up here, but oh yeah, that's some yummy stuff. It's good and dry and solid underneath it. Honestly, we needed a little bit of moisture underneath some of that stuff. Jerry's kind of doing the same thing here as what we do on these pond dredges, just kind of squeegeeing that mud on across. That's some really good dirt right there. Oh, and by the way, Jerry's back. Yummy! All right. I better go do something. Just a little bit of rain. Nothing major. It's an expensive rain gauge. First load of the day. Let's see how we can cycle this one around and make it work. Ain't an ideal scenario, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. We've yet to get Bubba Dump stuck since we got the lockers fixed, so let's hope today's not the day. I think we'll be fine. We had that compacted really well down there. Once we get the sliminess off the top, we should be in really good shape. Just got to get this, man, we had this borrow pit set up so nice and then it flooded. I'm going to leave that up to you.
Honestly, I prefer to come in from the other end and do what we have just got up at the top of the hill and then you got to put it off in and come off to the right.
The problem with that is you're going to have to cross those two ditches and stuff. The best part, the best place to get across all that's going to be up there on the dam. What if you pulled up there and then back down, like back down where Jerry's going right now?
Cut over towards the laser and then back down to the bottom and pull back out and then back in here again. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, at least until we get cycling here, then eventually maybe we can do something different, but that may be the best short-term solution.
And that way I'm not having to avoid my piles of dirt too.
Overly heavy, but tire don't look too bad. I think you'll be all right for a couple loads. Jerry's down there getting keyway cleaned up. The ideal scenario would be to keep doing what we were doing last time and running laps. I just don't think that's going to work here first thing this morning. That's probably good down there, Matt. Give Jerry some room to get that sludge out of there.
Gotta hang all the way to my left up against that wind road he just created when he pushed off.
Yeah, don't back up any farther though.
Stuff right here.
Yeah, I don't. Jerry needs some time to clean up that bottom down there. I don't want you in his way.
Wait to dump or go ahead and dump?
Dump right there so you leave him room behind you. Jerry's still got some of that stuff down there he needs to clean up. I want to make sure Matt don't crowd him too bad. That seemed to work. All right, rinse, wash, repeat. is heading out with another load. I got Jerry coming up here. I don't know if you guys can see those flags up there, but that is actually our water line. I'm gonna have Jerry come in here and strip this little bit of topsoil real quick. We'll go ahead and get that dug out. We're gonna get rolling, folks. We're gonna get rolling. Jerry and the 850, they make a pretty good team together. Looking good. Jerry's getting us a little bit of working room. Got some really good dirt. Things are looking up, guys. Things are looking up. Got about 4 or 5 loads out of here. Going pretty good. Jerry's trying to get it set up a little bit better. Our ramp's getting a little bit inefficient because we're getting higher up on the hill. But man, we got some excellent dirt down there. It's hard to complain about the quality of dirt. That's for dang sure. Already showing good progress on the dam over there, and Jerry hasn't even pushed anything up with the dozer yet. We've just been pretty much 100% hauling while he's getting haul roads built and trying to deal with all the mud. But we're getting there. We are getting there. Walk you guys over the dam here a little bit, kind of show you the way everything's going. Jerry's got it dried up. It is looking really nice. Everything is holding up pretty good. Got one little bitty soft spot right here we're going to punch out in a minute. Other than that, it's holding up, smashing in nice. Matt's been backing up and dumping all the way there in the bottom, trying to get that filled up. Jerry's bringing some of this dirt in from over here. Got dirt coming from all directions. Of a low tire on Bubba Dump. Ironically, it's the new one. I guess the rim or something's leaking a little bit, so while he's putting a little air in that, we're going to go down through here and go ahead and vibrate this. Get her beat in real good one time. That's a rock. Made it back from lunch, and I finally said mercy. We had to close up the cab here, soak up some AC. You know it's hot outside whenever Jerry closes the door and turns on the AC. But if you guys can see out there, he's got our borrow pit cleaned up pretty nice. Looks like a racetrack coming around there. We're going to haul out one more load right here just to kind of make a little bit of a ramp to come and go. And hopefully we'll be able to start top loading this truck instead of or load this truck when it's bench loaded, I guess is what I'm trying to say, instead of top loading up here. Should speed things up a little bit quicker, and hopefully Matt can start running laps instead of having to back across the dam. It works, but that don't mean we can't do it faster and better. So you got a copy. Copy.
My radio turned itself off. Go ahead again.
We got this set up to where you can run a loop. The question is, do you want to run the same way your dad was or run the opposite way?
Honestly, Mike, if 6-1 half dozen the other with the way I'm facing, why don't we just go back to the way Dad was running?
Okay, I'm gonna go up there and start dipping some of that mud out, and I'll meet you up here on the far end. I think Jerry's gonna come up here and clean this ramp up a little bit, and you'll be ready to roll. Oh, by the way, you're loaded.
I made the assumption. I think that guy in that track will bump pretty hard. We'll get you back quicker, you know what I mean? I'm parking.
Oh, Jerry don't say much on the radio. Whenever he does, he makes it count. All right, we got all this soup. Jerry's kind of got all this mud corralled over here to this corner. While I'm waiting on Matt to get back, I'm just going to take it and kind of throw it out here. And Jerry can spread that out. Hopefully we can get it dried out and still use it. Oh man, just got some on my windshield. We definitely don't want to haul this down the dam and dump it in there the way it is. We'll do what we can to get her smoothed around over here. But Matt's coming back about Mach 90, so we ain't gonna have time to get a whole lot of it out of there.
Mike, you said you were going to meet me on the far end. Are you talking that minute right there in front of you, or right here where I'm at?
You're gonna find this hard to believe, but right where I'm sitting.
That is not the far end.
Well, I just looked it up in the job site dictionary, and it said this spot right here.
Ooh, that's still a little slippery down here.
Get a little closer to me because I got a bench right there. Hold that right there. All right, let's get some good there, get him loaded and shipped off. Much nicer loading this way. All right, first load heading out the new ramp here. Hopefully we don't have any issues. A little bit of a soft spot there for some random reason. Like there's an old ditch or something down through there, but I think that's gonna work pretty doggone good. Nice. All right, time to hammer down and get some dirt moved. hopefully you guys see in the time lapse, we are finally hitting our stride. We got the borrow pit set up absolutely awesome. Jerry's kicking butt down there, keeping up on the dozer between us dumping and him getting what he can up on the dam and dealing with the mud coming out of the old borrow pit. It is still absolutely hotter than Hades. This monotonous work gets to me after a while. I might have to switch Matt up, let him load for a little bit, and I might become truck driver because after so many buckets of dirt, you've seen one, you've seen them all. It's looking pretty good. The bottom part of this dam is just so fat that it takes a while to get any height on it, but as we start coming up, it'll start coming up quite a bit faster. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I don't know if this is a good decision or a bad decision, but I was due for a little change of scenery, so we're gonna let Matt load here for a little bit. We're gonna make a few circles in the truck. Man, that old Hyundai is smooth running. You guys hear it? Not so much the operator, but the machine itself is smooth. That's getting better. It's getting a lot better, actually. All right, we'll hop back in the AC, get comfortable. We're gonna do us a little truck driving. Whew, feels good in here too. I think I could get used to being truck driver already. There's already more downtime. Air conditioner works just as good. Cab's a little bit roomier in here. I can get the hang of this. Question is how bad is Matt gonna screw up our borrow pit? I got faith in him. I think he'll have it. I think he'll have us in pretty good shape. According to the radio traffic, I've got better faith in him than Jerry does. It's our cue. Let's roll. Look, we got us a ramp getting out of here. Hang on, here we go. Jerry's pushing some of that dirt up over there that's not quite as good. All this dirt we got here is really good dirt for the core. We're gonna dump it off the side here a little bit when we can get around ourselves later. We'll let her fly. I'm sure somebody's gonna tell us that's in the wrong spot, because that's what they always do, but you know what? Looks good to me. We're off. Oh, hold on. Need more hands. Hold the camera, put the bed down, turn the steering wheel. Maybe there's more to this job than I thought. Don't tell Matt. Oh, I'm trying to turn with my knee. Hang on, guys. We're gonna get this together. It's gonna be teamwork, I promise. There we go, we're down. All right, we're off. Jerry's over there laughing at us. Where's my phone? may have hit a little too fast. I don't know where my radio went. It's down there somewhere. Woo! Well, that was a fun ride. That was like a joyride. I lost my radio somewhere in the cab. Hold on. Oh! Don't worry, it's right where I put it. I found it. Oh, we gotta have a little bit of fun, right? All right, Matt's about got us loaded again. We're going to take off and get her done. A little slower, a little smoother this time. That's the plan. Well, guys, unfortunately, for some reason, we lost audio on one clip here, but don't worry, you guys didn't miss a whole lot. It was pretty much the same old here at the end of the day. Me and Matt just kind of took turns switching back and forth between Bubba Dump and 210. Just that job gets very, very monotonous after a while, whether you are running the truck or running the excavator for sure. But, man, for the muddy start we started off with, we really hit our stride here later in the day and got going pretty good. And made a pretty good showing on this dam. I think it kind of surprised us all, including Jerry, how well we got along. But this is pretty much going to be in the day, guys. You didn't miss a whole lot, trust me. We just pretty much cycled trucks and dozer here rest of the day. Oh, I need to tell the truck. There you go. I was getting ready to say you need to roll off that hill there a little bit. That looks a little bit steep to be dumping. We don't need nothing exciting on video with old Bubba Dump turning over. And if we do turn it over, we need to make sure we got good audio at least. So, anyways, like I said, guys, apologize we lost audio on this one, but I promise you didn't miss a whole lot. Just some of my absolutely amazing truck driving. I don't think Jerry's real impressed with my truck driving. I think he's more impressed with Matt's truck driving. I get bored and try to turn it into a race truck, and that's not always the best case scenario, trust me. Well, guys, we're getting ready to call it a day, but let me kind of show you, give you a little job site tour at the end of the day. We had an absolutely awesome day considering the heat and the mud and everything else, but this whole area here today we excavated out. We probably doubled the size of our borrow pit on top of dealing with the mud and everything. Once we got rolling here mid-afternoon, we were cooking along pretty good. Matt's getting one last loaded to haul down there on the dam for later. It's kind of hard to see the progress on the dam. I don't know how well it's going to show up on video, but we made a huge swing at it today. The center section of the dam down there, we probably got up close to 15 feet, and it's really starting to get caught up with this. This area right in here needs to be on another 4 feet. Down there in the bottom needs about another 15 feet, but it is getting there slowly. Like I said, as the dam comes up, it slopes on both sides, so it takes less and less dirt to keep gaining height. So we still got a little bit more of the base of the foundation or the core or whatever you want to call it to build, but it is going extremely well. You guys can see how awesome. That rain actually helped us putting a little bit of moisture in this dirt, getting it to pack. And Jerry's down there trying to fight some of the tillings that come out of the core of the keyway trench down there. But overall, guys, hugely successful day. We're gonna go find us some AC, call it an evening, spend a little time with the family. We'll be back to do it all over again tomorrow. So hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, give her a big old thumbs up. You want to make sure you don't miss out on what happens here tomorrow, I'd consider subscribing. That way we can catch you guys on the next one. Later.